Assalamualaikum and good morning. We will be presenting our paper, a review of classification on credit repayment default behavior using machine learning algorithm. Our ICAC 2021 submission number is 60. And the author for this paper is Pasalina Ismail, me, myself, Dr. Hafiza Abbas, Dr. Roslinda Ramli, and Dr. Rahmah Yusuf. Next. The content of this will be introduction, literature review, results and discussion, and conclusion. Okay, introduction. Young customer high in default repayment. Young customer are new in industry, either as an employee or entrepreneur. Their participation are important to accelerate Malaysia's economic growth. They tend to have luxurious lifestyle and make life convenient. However, to make their financial condition better and fulfilling their requirement of life, they take help from lenders. They apply for lenders and make promises to repay the loan through agreement between them and the lenders. Age of the borrowers were identified to be the factor of default credit repayment. Younger the borrower, the higher the default credit repayment rate. In 2018, Bank Negara Malaysia Assistant Governor announced that 47% Malaysian youth has high credit debts. Okay. Income is another factor identified causing the default credit repayment. Circumstances can often make borrowers an unintentional defaulter either because of accident, either or medical emergencies due to health or loss of employment. Young customers have a lack of experience in managing and balancing the financial needs and lifestyle desire. Young customers also likely default credit repayment as age increase, more commitment and level of life status change, such as marriage, having a newborn or buying new house. What is the impact to the lenders? Credit repayment default impact the funding cycle of the lenders. Lenders have to incur high costs to ensure borrowers make the repayment on time. And also it affects the sustainability of the lenders in the industry. Okay, the second chapter is a literature review. What is the credit repayment default definition? The definition is varies for each country. There's no standardized criteria for the credit repayment default definition. However, from the researchers, two types of definition we found that is either quantitative or qualitative. Quantitative is the numbers of days of the customer overdue the repayment schedule. And qualitative is the judgment of the future payment based on the financial status of the for the borrower. Okay. The Institute of International Finance Substandards categories propose that the default definition is both principal and interest amount overdue more than 90 days. Then only it will classify as credit repayment default. Okay, we will go through the machine learning classification algorithm for young customer credit repayment default. Okay, researchers Sony and Paul, they use a random forest algorithm. Their findings that help the random forest help banking officers to make decisions more accurate in predicting loan repayment capabilities. Jorgen and Grisson, they use random forest and logistic regression. Their finding is machine learning algorithm models works better than models from credit bureaus, and implementing machine learning is to be more profitable. Kandani and others using linear regression, they found that the model able to forecast credit events 3 to 12 months in advance accurately. So machine learning forecasts are more adaptive and dynamics. Okay, Liang and others, they they use 5 models of algorithm to identify the performance of the each 5 algorithm. They found that logistic regression has the highest accuracy. Neural network is the second highest. Also, they say that they find that to achieve better performance, data pre-processing and selection techniques important to handle imbalanced data set. Ruyo and others found that naive Bayes and decision tree have better classification effect on comparison of credit rating classification models based on the spark evidence from lending club. Okay. Ye and Lian, they use 6 algorithm in their research. Their findings that compare the performance of classification and predictive accuracy among algorithm. Okay, their findings is there are variations of algorithm error rates. Only artificial neural network can correctly estimate the real probability of default. Bagerpo, in 2018, research findings are the study concludes that applying the machine learning method yields better forecast accuracy than the existing traditional classifier, which is the logistic regression. So Han in 2019 concludes that borrowers have with high salary and higher credit score would not default their credit repayment. Okay, Zahi and Akhab, they propose that to apply, they propose in their research to apply binary logistic regression to aid decision-making tools for the banking industry. Okay, the result and discussion for our review paper is machine learning tools. Researchers is using machine learning tools, WECA and R programming. And researchers also only use one sampling method to train and test the dataset. Confusion metric is the common metric used to evaluate the testing score. Okay. From our review, we found that out of 9 papers we review, 6 papers using logistic regression for their machine learning algorithm model. And the second highest is the random forest. 5 papers is using random forest out of 9 papers. Okay, our conclusion on our review is that logistic regression is a common supervised learning algorithm used by researchers. Okay, and we found that machine learning provide advantage on better accuracy in AUC, area under curve, and classification accuracy. And also machine learning provide cost savings. Okay, our summary of the literature review. There are no standard criteria for determining at which point the loan repayment falls into default. Various countries have different set of criteria in identifying the criteria of loan repayment default. Also, researchers have a different set of age in determining young customer. It's either 30 years old and below, or 24 years old and younger, or 20 years to 30 years old. There is limited research of customers who agree to apply for a loan to purchase consumer goods such as electrical, furniture, or digital items and fail to commit to pay the installment payment. The probability of customers neglects to pay because of the goods are not long lasting or technology outdated is not studied at all. Okay, we conclude this is our presentation for our review paper. Thank you.